Good morning, afternoon, good evening is the scene for Sept of the Howling Wind, a War of the Apocalypse joint set in San Diego. It's been a morning for Emery. One could say that, definitely. In a bit of a frenzy, he was pulled into a dominance challenge and then promptly broken up with for the time being. Jesse, who is pack mates with Cora, could feel and sense what was going on, and seeing that Emery was in trouble, he immediately dropped everything he was doing to get out there. It took him a couple of minutes, but he got there in time. So he grabbed Emery and pulled him out of the situation and gets him back, not to Emery's house, but to one of the empty cub houses. So it's neutral ground. And he'll let him sit down, and he'll kind of pull some tissue, hand him to him. I'm kind of leaning against the wall.
He'll take him. He's just sobbing.
I'll give him a minute to compose himself. Because of his pack link to Cora, he's aware of what happened in this situation. He knows what happened, but he's not going to say anything. When Emery does finally collect himself, he's going to say, "Why don't you tell me what happened?" So that he can get things from Emery's perspective.
He's gonna rub his face and just take a deep breath. And just kind of give himself a moment, and then he'll start talking. I was working on Cora's program, and she was there, and I was excited to show her, and I forgot to expose my throat, and dude was just way fucking out. Like, who the fuck demands somebody to get on their knees? That's just fucking degrading. You don't demand somebody to get on their knees just to prove that you're better than them.
Go on, Emery.
And I ain't getting on my knees for nobody.
Go on, Emery. Tell me the rest of what happened. Please.
She left me.
You know she and I are pack mates, right? I'm the alpha of the pack. So I can feel her, and I can graze her thoughts.
Just
I'm going to explain two things to you, okay? And I really need you to listen to me. Please.
he nods.
1, you are a Galliard. Not the judges and peacekeepers that the Philodox are. Part of your duty, and consider this your lesson right now, is to aid in the escalation, and more importantly, de-escalation of situations. Your voice has power, but so does your silence. Now, I understand that you're a cub, and therefore etiquette is something that is still new to you. But had you shown throat, Adelheid wouldn't have demanded you go to your knees in the first place. And I understand that to those on the outside, it is a very, very frustrating thing, the etiquette of our people. I know that it can often be asked, why do we take such measures? Go through such steps? You know that there are several forms of shifters, correct? I have taught you thus.
Yes.
And each one has a different role in Gaia's society. Some are her secret keepers, some are the keeper of her rights and ways. At the end of the day, we are warriors of Gaia, and that is our role. We are the army, the Navy, the Marines, the whole. And not everyone in our society has a combat role. We're not all infantrymen. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to contribute to the fight if you want to be a part of this nation. And I know that that is a lot to fucking absorb. It took me 10 fucking years, Emery. I spent 10 years a cub. But don't fucking underestimate yourself, man. You can contribute to this fight. And we have things to give back to you. But there are certain things to keep this moving forward that need to be observed. And trust me, God damn it, I'm the miniskins. Come on. I know it can be frustrating. I know it can seem like, why? But Adelheid is a creature blessed with Luna's rage. The pain of the mother that flows through him. Feeling her soil raped and ripped apart is in his heart. Stronger than yours. We Galliards, we got it hard, but we able to use our voices. But his comes out through his claws, through blood. So it's harder for him to center that and keep it in control. So sometimes when the situation starts to escalate, it can be really easy for Arun just to fucking lose it. It's why any Garu can be fucking dangerous. It's that simple. And yeah, he needs to keep his shit under control. Every Arun does. It is not a goddamn excuse. And when they lose themselves, they are punished. But you are a Galliard, and you have blessings in you that have been worked into your very bones to help to de-escalate situations like that. And I need to teach you some of those things. Now, I really, really appreciate what you're doing for Cora. But I think right now, honestly, you really need to focus on your studies a little more. You're just not prioritizing yourself right now because you're prioritizing her. And I'm sorry, but man, you can't do that. What you're doing with the prosthetics and the braces and all that. God damn, man, that is some noble work. But to be honest, Cora has lived her entire life like that. It's not something that's got to get fixed today. But you're worth full attention. You have to consider a tribe and which tribe fits best with what you can give and take in a communal relationship. You need to learn how to use your voice for good. You need to learn the ways of our people. You have so much that you have to learn. And in all of that, Emery, you have to prioritize Coda. Because everything you do will fall back onto him. Before you have to answer to me, the alpha, the beta, fucking Cora, anyone on this sept, you have to answer to your boy. And I know you got a fucking god ton of support around you. You got privileges and blessings others would die for at this sept that you could use to your advantage. I don't want to see you end up like me, Emery. 10 fucking years down the line, looking at yourself, wondering, God damn, how did I end up here? Alone. Cut off from anything that could be a family because you don't feel good enough to be a part of it. I get you had a life before you came here. And I want to know who you are. I want to hear your story, man. I don't know you. I don't know shit about you. I know you got a kid. I know you like Disney. Big fucking thing we share there. I know we're both Galliards. But that's about it. And I know we just don't have that bond between us yet. I get that. But I want to feel that with you, Emery. And everything outside of that, Cora, fucking anything outside of that, even fucking your friends, people between us, I don't give a shit. I'm your den father, man. I'm here for you. You hear me? I am here for you. We're going to focus on you, okay? So this doesn't happen again. What happened today doesn't happen again. You don't got to bend the knee. But I'm going to teach you how to present yourself forward so you don't get to that point. Okay?
He'll nod.
He'll shake his head. He'll come over. He'll squeeze his shoulder. Hey. You good, okay? Today was just a fucking setback, man. And I heard what Cora said. She ain't leaving you, man. This isn't over. What I want you to do, he'll touch the center of his chest. What I want you to do is focus on you so that when you two get back together, goddamn, man. Give that woman something to come home to. She wants to be with you, Emery. This is fucking hard on her. And I am telling you, I can feel her heart. I can feel her pain. She does not want to do this. So we get you to fucking clear. You put your chin up and we do this, okay? You got this, man. He'll sit down next to him and wrap his arm around him. Take a deep breath.
He's quiet. He's thinking.
That was a lot to process, and we can actually end it there if you want. If he just wants to have process that and be quiet, that's fine.
Okay. I'm crying. I've been crying for like.
Well, so with Emery having gotten that coming to Gaia moment with his den parent, I will leave you with thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Goodbye.